first impressions when Tony walked into your gym in LA?
Well, I already knew that he could fight because Frank Maloney wouldn't send me anybody that couldn't fight. I've known Frank for many years, almost 30 years, so I knew I had something to work with. Tony's a great kid, great personality. He's a hard worker, and I see nothing but the best for him so far.
What kind of things did you work on out in LA?
No, I think the things that we worked on out in Los Angeles was some basic fundamentals. Trying to change it from the European style into the American style. As I've told him, he's been working on a certain system for 15 years, so I don't expect him to get what I'm teaching him overnight. So it's going to take a while, and hopefully in this upcoming fight tonight, that some of it will actually partake. Something will happen that if we worked on in the past.
So there's been worries about that he takes too many punches. Have you got him moving his head?
Well, that's the primary thing. I put him in the gym with when he was over in Los Angeles. He worked with a couple of guys that was a little bit better than he was, and he sees where you have to move your head. If you don't move your head, you're going to get hit. So I think he's learned that lesson. He learned that lesson well. It's just a matter of if he does it or not. I think from my experience working with other fighters that you have a tendency once you get hit, you revert back to what you've been doing all along. So hopefully he's learned that lesson and he'll stick with it tonight.
So what you do, because he's 15 years, he's been amateur, so you breaking him down, trying to rebuild him?
Exactly. It just takes time. As I said before, he could already fight. We're just trying to make the transition from the amateur style to the professional style, and I've been pretty successful with other guys at it, so I don't see any reason why Tony wouldn't be successful at it also.
Obviously, he was out there, what, 4 weeks, a month? So you're not expecting big changes this fight, but every fight down the line, you see a bit more improvement.
Of course, that's the whole thing about training the athlete. It's a work. He's like a work in progress. Like I said, I don't expect him to get overnight what it took me 30 years to learn. So it's going to take a little bit of time, and hopefully we'll see a few changes tonight, and we continue to add to that, and we'll get the finished product, which will be the champion of the world.
Tony was he complained a bit about the lack of experience in professional gyms. What was he like when he first stepped into your gym?
Well, he fit right in because all the guys treated him like he was just one of the team. So matter of fact, I think Lionel Davis calls him Igor. So I mean they jab and frown with each other. So he fit right in. I think and all of them treat him as a part of the team.
So it says a lot for his determination to get to the top. He took himself out of Sunderland, where it's a big name, big pressure, to get away from it and improve himself as a fighter.
Well, I think that goes for him as a person. He wants to achieve something, so he doesn't mind making the sacrifices, being away from home, being away from mom, from dad, nephews and nieces and stuff. Away from your familiar surroundings and going out off on your own. Because Los Angeles is not an easy city to get along in, especially if you don't know anybody. I guess that goes for any part of the country or any part of the world. If you go there and you don't know anybody, it's tough. But he's willing to make those sacrifices, and I applaud him on that.
Another thing he said was sparring partners. He couldn't get top quality sparring partners over. Is that something he gets in abundance?
Well, he got an abundance of that there in Los Angeles. Matter of fact, he got pasted a couple of times there in LA. So as I said before, but that's how you learn. That's how I learned. When I was an amateur, I used to work with the pros, and they show me a couple of things, and here, take that with you while you're on the right. So
sparring with better people.
Of course, that's the only way you can get better.
How did you two gel as a partnership?
I think we gelled real well. And also, he's very familiar with my assistant Courage. He and Courage get along. They're closer in age than I am with them, so that's only natural. But I think we get along great. He's a good learner. He picks up real quick, and that's all I could ask for as a trainer.
So you're expecting big things for Tony Jeffries?
Without a doubt. Add him to my resume as another champion of the world.